wow, such a lovely Disney cohort. Mrs. Jaipuria. Oh wow, such a lovely Disney cohort. Mrs. Jaipuria. What is this big reveal that everybody is talking about?
Stop disturbing us, mommy.
Oh wow, such a lovely Disney cohort. Mrs. Jaipuria. What is this big reveal that everybody is talking about?
Vande Matram, everyone. I got something really exciting to share. And it's not about me. It's not even about the school. It's about the whole community.
Oh wow, such a love. Oh wow, such a lovely Disney cohort. Mrs. Jaipuria. What is this big reveal that everybody is talking about?
Stop disturbing us, Manas. Come tomorrow at 9:30 and you will know it.
Oh no, just give me a little hint, please.
Suffice it to say that Seth M.R. Jaipuria School of Conscious Transformation is going to create history for Bharat Mata. Understand? Tomorrow, 25th June, 9:30 a.m. That's the revelation.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
be kind. Life is nice when you find yourself feeling so good. Living this life to the fullest like I should. Growing up, I knew I'd get there. Under the tree where the grass don't grow, we made a promise to never get old. You had a chance and you took it on me. These are the days we've been waiting for. The days like these you could ask for more. Keep on coming 'cause we're not done yet. These are the these are the days we won't forget. These are the days we've been waiting for. Rattle the cage and slam that door, and the world is calling us, but not just yet. These are the days we won't regret. These are the days we won't forget. These are the days we've been waiting for. The days like these you could ask for more. Keep on coming 'cause we're not done yet. These are the days we won't regret. These are the days we'll never forget.
Vande Mataram, everyone. So before we start officially with the program, I think it's time for a little interaction because I see many students sitting with a lot of excitement, seeing the videos, smiling when their teachers were there on the screen. So we will just have a very candid sort of a interaction and then we will move on to the program. Are you fine with that? Are you excited for it? Okay. Who of you can come on the stage and make a wild, brave guess about what the big reveal is? Can I see anyone from the audience? Yes, I can see a hand. Please come on the stage. Can we give a huge round of applause? Let's hear from our little girl.
Vande Mataram. My wild guess is that since there was a picture of the world showing, so it's something related to global. And since it was showing we built this, so I am presuming that one of the students or the school itself has been selected or ranked in something major which is global. So that's my wild guess. Thank you.
So is it a thing to be proud of? If you're ranked in a global ranking, please tell your name in class. You were the braver one among so many people sitting here.
I'm Ira Rastogi from Wisdom House 8B. Thank you.
Okay, do we have anyone else with their answer for the reveal? Can I see any other hand? Yes, sir. Please. Okay, we'll take both answers. We'll take both answers. Yes, sir.
Vande Matram. For Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, there are no more peaks to conquer in Lucknow. They have already been there, done it. They are walked away with the best of prizes, the best of accolades, and the best of events they have done. I'm sure today we are going to unravel something which is on a much larger scale and something unprecedented. There is a lot of, people are very hung-ho about it, and there is a lot of good things happening. I wish them all the success as always. Seth M.R. Jaipuria, you will do yourselves proud. I'm sure of it. Best of luck.
So are we low-key excited for what is going to happen? Low-key excited or high-key excited? High-key excited. Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to share their excitement or their discussions that they would have had with their families? Because I'm pretty sure everyone would have asked, Ki, what is going to happen today? What are these 2.5 hours about? Will anyone want to share that on the stage? Is there anyone? Yes, please.
Vande Matram, everyone. I'm Medhavi Mishra. I study in class 10D. Okay, so we were constantly getting messages on our groups, on our class groups, that there's something big going to happen and we need to share all those hashtags and posters. And I always wondered what it is about. I knew that something is going to be there, very big, and it is going to make us very proud. But still, that anticipation was in me at what it is going to be about. And I asked my parents, I asked everybody in my family, and they had no idea though. But it was like very surprising that it is going to be something big. I knew it, and so I'm very excited to know because it's already 9:30. We are past the time. So yes, thank you.
Can we have a huge round of applause for the anticipation at least? Thank you. So, like all of you just said, some mornings arrive quietly, but some mornings arrive carrying history with them. Today is not merely a date on the calendar. Today is a reminder that when vision walks hand in hand with values, when hearts unite with purpose, when people choose collaboration over competition, even the world begins to take notice. Vande Matram and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, beloved parents, alumni, teachers, and dear students. It gives us immense honor and indescribable pride to welcome you all to this truly prestigious ceremony hosted by Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow. A celebration of achievement in togetherness and above all, achievement of community that dared to not grow alone but in collaboration.
There is something profoundly beautiful about institutions that do more than educate. Institutions that create belonging. Places where classrooms become conversations, where ideas become bridges, and where individuals slowly transform into one united family. Jaipuria has always stood for much more than academic excellence. Whether through the thoughtful exchange of perspectives in SMRJ Samvad, the serenity and introspection nurtured through the meditation room, or the countless initiatives where students, parents, educators, and alumni work together hand in hand towards shared growth. This institution has continuously taught us one thing, that greatness is never achieved alone.
And what greater pride could there be than knowing that the values that we have nurtured in these walls have now echoed across the world itself? So, like we all saw, do you feel the excitement? Do you feel the hype? Then can we have a huge round of applause before we begin? Thank you. And as to your answers, I will not tell whether they were right or wrong, but yes, let's wait till the big reveal to know what Jaipuria has been cooking. So yes, before words speak, music feels. And before celebrations unfold, let melodies prepare the soul to experience them. Music possesses a rare beauty. It gathers countless individual notes and transforms them into harmony.
That is exactly what community collaboration represents. Flowing together one shared rhythm. To begin this proud occasion on a soulful note, we now invite our talented orchestra, Anhad Garje, to fill this atmosphere with melodies that celebrate unity, spirit, and togetherness. Let's please welcome them with a huge round of applause.
Vande Mataram to all. Our school orchestra, Anhad Garje, presents a mesmerizing musical journey beginning with Rag Bhim Palasi, a beloved Hindustani classical melody from the Kafi Thaat, known for expressing the emotions of longing and love. The performance will then flow into a selection of popular melodies and conclude with a soulful Sufi composition, promising promising a day of rhythm, emotion, and harmony. So get ready to flow into the divine power of music.
To mark the auspicious beginning of this event, we now invite our esteemed dignitaries to light the ceremonial lamp, symbolizing the triumph of knowledge over ignorance and light over darkness. Let us commence with the auspicious ceremony of the lighting of the lamp. May it kindle the flame of consciousness within us. I now invite our special guests, Major General A.K. Chhaturvedi sir and retired IAS Shri Alok Ranjan sir, Director of Seth M.R. Jaipuria Schools, Mr. Kanak Gupta, our Honorable Vice Chairperson, Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, and Chairperson, Integral Education Society, Srimati Anjali Jaipuria ji, our beloved Principal, Mrs. Promini Chopra ma'am, Principal Navsrijan Asha Chadha ma'am, Vice Principal Administration Dr. Anupam Vidyarthi sir, Vice Principal Academics Mrs. Deepa Wahi ma'am, our dedicated school heads, all our distinguished guests to join us for the lighting of the lamp, followed by the national song, Sanskrit prayer, school anthem, and the Ganesh Vandana.
स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसादय पुनर्दगदाग्नया चार्यदा सङ्गामे महि यजाग्रतो दूरमुदैति दैवं तदो सुप्तस्य तथैवैति दूरङ्गमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकं तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु यत्करोषि यदश्नासि यज्जोषि ददासि यत्तपस्यसि कौन्तेय तत्कुरुष्व मदर्पणम् शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ओम् वन्दे मातरम् 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 सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्य श्यामलां मातरं वन्दे सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्य मातरम शुभ्ररोचना पुलकितयामिनीं पुल्लकुसुमिता ध्रुवदल शोभिनीं शुभ्ररोचना पुलकितयामिनीं पुल्लकुसुमिता ध्रुवदल शोभिनीं सुभाषिणीं सुमधुरभाषिणीं सुखदां वरदां वन्दे मातरं सप्तकोटिकण्ठ कल कल निनाद करले वे सप्तकोटि मुदैर तत्कर करवाले सप्तकोटिकण्ठ कल कल निनाद करले वे सप्तकोटि मुदैर तत्कर करवाले अब लखनऊ मात बोले बाहुबल धैर्यं नमामि धैर्यं पुनर्वरणी मातरं वन्दे नमामि कमलाम् अमलाम् अतुलां सुजलां सुफलां मातरं शैलां शैलां सुस्मितां पुष्पितां धरणीं धरणीं मातरं वन्दे We have wings, we can fly, look at the world in the air. We have a heart that is kind and a wise, open mind. We are strong at the core, we are ready to explore. Cause we are the house of wisdom, building up our strength. We unite in harmony, whole out for perfection. We are the Jaipurians, we are the Jaipurians, we are the Jaipurians. Aim of life that we seek is to live life consciously, be instruments of the Lord, experience Him in all, spreading love and delight, we should climb to the heights. Cause we're the house of wisdom, building up our strength. We unite in harmony, roll out for perfection. We are the Jaipurians, we are the Jaipurians, we are the Jaipurians. We'll be the change we seek, we'll give a hand to the weak, we'll be the friends of friends, deserve values and culture we preserve. Strong in body and in mind, we leave a legacy behind. Cause we're the house of wisdom, building up our strength. We unite in harmony, roll out for perfection. We are the
नमस्ते सदा वत्सले मातृभूमे नमस्ते सदा वत्सले मातृभूमे
O my loving motherland, forever I bow to you.
त्वया हिन्दुभूमे सुखं वर्धितोऽहम्
In this divine land, your blessings have joyfully nourished me.
महामङ्गले पुण्यभूमे त्वदर्थे
For the supreme glory of this sacred soil,
पतत्वेशिकायो नमस्ते नमस्ते
my body may perish in the effort, but I bow to you again and again.
प्रभु शक्तिमन् हिन्दुराष्ट्राङ्गभूता
O Almighty, we are honored to be an intrinsic part of this mighty nation.
इमे सादरं त्वां नमामो वयम्
We bow in respect with folded hands.
त्वदीयाय कार्याय बद्धाकटीयम्
We vow to unfailingly propagate your noble work.
शुभामाशिषं देहि तत्पूजये
Bestow your sublime blessings to strengthen us to fulfill this endeavor.
अजय्यां च विश्वस्य देहीशु शक्तिम्
Grant us with an unconquerable supreme power in the universe.
सुशीलं जगद्देव नम्रं भवेत्
And endow us with such chastity that the whole world will gaze in awe.
श्रुतं चैव यत्कण्ठकाकीर्णमार्गम्
We realize that this path is treacherous and is strewn with thorns.
स्वयं स्वीकृतं न सुखं कारयेत्
Give us such knowledge that would ease our voluntarily chosen thorny path.
समुत्कर्षणि श्रेयसस्यैकमुग्रम्
The fruition of primal and spiritual attainment is our ultimate goal.
परं साधनं नाम वीरव्रतम्
May we be inspired by the vows of valor, the sole known solution to achieve this.
तदन्तासुरत्वक्षयाधेर्निष्ठा
May the determination to attain this goal never weaken.
हृदन्तः प्रजागर्तु तीव्रानिशम्
And may this intense flame blaze within our hearts night and day.
विजेत्री च न संहता कार्यशक्तिर्
Ours is a victorious and organized power of action.
विधायास्ति धर्मस्य संरक्षणम्
And we will channelize this energy to safeguard and protect our holy dharma.
परं वैभवं नेतुमेतत् स्वराष्ट्रम्
We are ready to enshrine our nation to the highest pinnacle of glory.
समर्था भवत्वा शिशाते भ्रशम्
Give us your blessings, O Almighty, to accomplish this mission at the earliest.
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय.
Glory to Mother India.
गणानाम गणपति गणेश लंबोदर सोहे, भुजाचार एक दंत चंद्रमा ललाट राजे, ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश तालदय धुरपत गावे, अति विचित्र गणनाथ आज मृदंग बजावे, मृदंग बजावे, मृदंग बजावे.
सिंदूर लाल चढ़ायो अच्छा गजमुख को, दोंदिल लाल बिराजे सुत गौरी हर को, हाथ लिए गुड़ लड्डू साई सुरवर को, महिमा कहे न जाए लागत हूँ पद को, लागत हूँ पद को, लागत हूँ पद को. जय जय श्री गणराज विद्या सुखदाता, धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन करता.
सिंदूर चर्चित एक दंत करे भय को दूर, अति सुंदर लय गति, गणाधीश गणपति.
अष्टौ सिद्धिदासी संकट को वैरी, विघ्न विनाशक मंगल मूरत अधिकारी. कोटि सूरज प्रकाश ऐसी छवि तेरी, गंडस्थल मद मस्तक झूले शशि बिहरी. जय जय श्री गणराज विद्या सुखदाता, धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन करता. जय जय श्री गणराज विद्या सुखदाता, धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन करता. धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन करता. धन्य तुम्हारो दर्शन मेरा मन करता. सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ, निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव, सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा, सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा, सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
That was truly a scintillating performance. She is a leader whose wisdom nurtures confidence and inspires innovation, and whose belief strengthens the spirit of an entire community. It is now our privilege to invite the respected principal of Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Mrs. Promini Chopra ma'am, to deliver the welcome address. May we welcome her with a heartfelt round of applause.
Vande Mataram. And thank you so much for that applause, children. You know, this is the reward we educationists earn, and this is what we look at. It's really endearing. On this special morning, it is my privilege to address this August gathering and to welcome all those who joined us in this collaborative effort. My heartfelt gratitude and a warm welcome to Shri Alok Ranjan ji, retired Chief Secretary, UP Government. Major General A.K. Chhaturvedi, who's yet to come. The backbone of our school, our beloved repository of wisdom, our Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Anjali Jaipuria. Mr. Kanak Gupta, the Director of Jaipuria Schools, who has taken upon himself to spread the light that Jaipuria is across India. We'll reach the globe, don't worry. Our very, very special guests, Rupali ji, Vinod Solanki ma'am, Dr. Notial, who are also our management committee members, and we owe this day to their suggestions. Our very, very sensitive Asha Chadda ma'am, who runs Navsrijan, a collaboration through which we want to sensitize each one of you sitting here. All the guests who have chosen to be here, all the school heads, 15 of them who work 24/7 even on holidays. And with them, the extended family of my dear, dear teachers who are available for all of us all the time. And the way all of them have come here, even though these are summer holidays. And here I must add that I must applaud my children that at one message, so many of you have come that we've filled this auditorium, we've filled the school auditorium, and we've also filled the tensile area. Thank you so much. And I am extremely grateful to all the grandparents who are present here and the parents who are present here. All the grandparents, you're the roots, and we want through you to strengthen the roots of our children. And dear parents, thank you for supporting us in each and everything, for believing in us, for shaping Jaipuria. To the entire support staff, my immense gratitude. They were here till late in the night. To the admin staff, to the vice principals who were again here till late in the night, trying to tie all the loose ends. It's very difficult to do things when you're really excited. And the entire media team, the guards at the gate, all the support staff members, I must commend each one of them and acknowledge each one of them because I owe this day to each one of them, their contribution. T4 Education is a very well-reputed organization, and you will come to know more about it in a short while from now. And I am deeply grateful to them for giving us this platform and bringing us here. I can't go beyond that. You will have to wait till 11:30. A live link has been shared with us where they'll be announcing what they wish to announce. It is imperative for me to speak about the purpose of education at Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, because it is for that purpose that we are here today. For us, the aim of education is to carve an integral personality where the mind, body, heart, emotions, and soul are all in unison while living life each day. We are not a school which looks at physics, accounts, chemistry, biology, and the primary maths and all those. They are important, but they are but one little aspect, a very, very minuscule aspect of the mind, of our mental being. We are much beyond that, and that is what our school wishes each one of us to know. Then what are we? If we are not even academics, we are. It's not that we are not doing well there. We are. But as I said, that is a minuscule aspect of what we are. We are a community which understands that man is a transitional being. He is not final. And this is what we want the entire community to understand. This is the message that we wish to give the world. Now, why is the message so important? This was laid down by Shri Aurobindo. So, why is the message so important? Well, the message is important because it sets the tone of our life, the aim of our life. We know that we have not reached the final. There is no pinnacle. We are yet far away from our ultimate goal of becoming those superhuman beings. And if anyone has any doubt in this philosophy, then we must think of the evolution of man over the years. It would not have been possible if at any stage man would have thought, I have reached the final stage. So now, when this is the philosophy, we can't leave it as a philosophy. What should we do? What we have to do is consciously transform ourselves, become more and more aware of ourselves. Now, if we have to transform, we know why we have to transform, because we have to reach that final stage. But what are we trying to transform and how are we trying to transform is the big question which each one of us must know. Because it's essential to know how an idea is effectuated. Well, as a child steps into the school and is greeted by the guard at the gate, or when a wheelchair is there at the gate to take a child to his class very, very comfortably, with the person accompanying the chair asking, are you comfortable or not? We make the child conscious forever, conscious of that human value, which is what we need to nurture and inculcate in ourselves each moment. That value of empathy, of understanding, not the value of sympathy. Empathy is what we need. And I'm sure parents sitting here and the children sitting here will vouch for that our guards do take care of them. If any one of you ever tried to leave the school from the gate and you were stopped, well, that's a story you must remember. We have a school which is aesthetically beautiful. That's what people say. But we are not here to boast about that aesthetically beautiful school. We have that aesthetics because we want our children to understand that beauty has to be around them. That beauty which they see around them, that leads to the beauty of their thought and expression. It refines each and every emotion that they have. Our purpose of making the school aesthetic is this, because we understand as a community, Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. We can reach that only when we soak ourselves in that beautiful environment and in the beauty of all thoughts and refined emotions. We believe in creating stories. Why do we create stories? We want to create stories so that our children understand that they are not individuals as individuals who have to think only about themselves. There is a larger community of which they are a part. And man by nature is a social being. So the associations with people have to be more and more and more if we wish to ascend. And what kind of associations? Well, we have our grandparents' day. Our reason for calling them is because we feel they are the backbone of each house, and we've seen children who are nurtured by them are way ahead of those who do not have that privilege. And we feel that they join hands with us in rooting the entire society in culture. My immense gratitude to all the grandparents who are present here. And why I say we create stories is that in the grandparents' day that we had, there were some who had brought their mic to sing. They wanted to sing. They shared their stories. And then, very recently, one of the grandparents, I don't know whether he's there today or not, but he wrote to me that, ma'am, you had said that day that we should have a musical evening with grandparents and for grandparents. I am with you in that idea and I want to take it forward. And it was so endearing that the community of grandparents wishes to join us to celebrate. Our reason for doing that is again joy in the school, joy at home, and joy in the entire city and in Lucknow. Our initiatives where we communicate, we make people conscious through communication. And we've named that initiative SMRJ Samvad. It is for that reason that parents have collaborated with us to make homes a better place for children. Of course, parents do their best, but many a times we don't realize that children are not able to express themselves, but they are able to express themselves in school. So it is sort of bringing two generations together. Though I am saying two generations, but in the present times, every 2 years there is a change of generation. So it's multiple generations bringing together, coming together to effectuate the school. Our teachers who are available for children all the time. And there are children sitting here in front of me, alumni who are aware that though the teacher taught in the class, she was also there online, opening her computer for 5 hours. Why? The child, through online media, you can contact me anytime. I'm available. That is what my teachers are. And I'm truly grateful to them for this. So this is the collaboration that we have, our support staff. Children, have you ever seen the support staff angry? Yes or no? I want a loud one. How many of you have never seen it? Can you raise your hands? Yes. So the reason for doing that is because we want you to become that. From them, you have to learn all the calmness that they have, despite the multiple roles that they have. They are pulled in different directions. They have more challenges than us at home. So when we soak the children in this environment and when we collaborate with homes, we want our children to become, each one of them, to become not a Jaipurian, but a Jaipuria, which brings change in the entire, we earlier thought India, but we are thankful to T4 for giving us this opportunity to collaborate and bring about a change in the world. We are trying to raise a conscious, collaborative community ready for change, for making us so strong that India makes its mark in education globally. We did not start with the same, but somewhere we've reached it only through the joy of collaborating with all the communities. My heartiest congratulations to all of you for the moment we all await fervently. And thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for making us realize the importance of a community that believes in conscious transformation. Every successful journey begins with the guidance of inspiring leaders, and we are fortunate to have one such personality among us today. Mr. Kanak Gupta has devoted over 2 decades to the field of education, leadership, and organizational development. As the director of Seth M.R. Jaipuria Schools, he has played a significant role in fostering innovation and excellence in education, while also bringing in a unique creative perspective through his long-standing association with theater and arts. I now request Sir to kindly address the gathering.
Vande Mataram, everyone. I have a very, very tough job, yeah. I have two big problems. One, I saw the agenda, and I am speaking right after Promini ma'am, who spoke so eloquently with so much of passion and grace. And I'm speaking right before Alok Ranjanji, who is one of the most intelligent human beings you will ever meet, one of the most passionate people. And Anjali ji would be speaking later as well, someone who inspires me on an every single day basis. I am absolutely clueless what I'm going to say, but I'm going to make an effort. The second big problem is we are at about 11 at 10:50. I know exactly what the big reveal is. And there is no way I can talk about the big reveal. Oh well. Before I begin, I want to convey my regards to Alok Ranjanji, to Major General Chhaturvedi in absentia. I think he's just on his way. Anjali Jaipuria ji, Promini ma'am, members of Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, some very, very special guests who are right up here, students, parents, grandparents, friends from the media, members from the corporate office in New Delhi, and the general public of Seth M.R. Jaipuria School community. Namaskar. I am delighted to be here. Before I begin, I want to also take 15 seconds for all of you to simply close your eyes and remember the one teacher in your life who has made the biggest impact on you. 15 seconds. Thank you. I strongly believe that all of us get somewhere in life thanks to the teachers that we have. We don't remember the lesson plans. In life, we don't remember the marks, but we do remember our teachers. And it's important to pay a little bit of respect in remembrance to our teachers. I hope all of you thought about the teachers who had the biggest impact on you and continue to do so. Right. So like I said, I don't know what exactly I have to say. So I thought I will share with you all about the journey of Seth M.R. Jaipuria schools. When we started off on the expansion, that was around 2013-14, I met Anjali ji at her house. She serves wonderful conversation and wonderful food and coffee. We had long conversations, so you agree with me. We had a long conversation and I asked her the purpose of Seth M.R. Jaipuria School. And she told me, I don't know if you remember this, you told me it's about community, it's about collaboration, it's about conscious transformation. And then she asked me, what do you plan to do with the journey? Where do you plan to take it? And I told her, I honestly don't know. And I still don't know. But I'm very happy that we are on a journey of taking everything that we have learned, achieved at Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, to now 6 states across the country, with 62 schools, with more than 60,000 students, more than 3,500 educators who are associated with the brand name Jaipuria. All of this has happened with the good work that we've done here, and we've tried to build a community across the country. In her remarks, Promini ma'am said that India and hopefully global soon. वो कहते हैं ना, कभी कभी भगवान सुन रहा होता है, तथास्तु. Hopefully, very soon, we will be global. You know, my job, I want to say to the students, becomes very easy. Couple of weeks ago, I was in Madrid, in Spain, and I was talking at a conference. And we were just given the recognition for the most respected education brand in India. And they said, congratulations on the success. And it made me think. And I said that congratulations on which success? This recognition or the success that we are the 1% school? The 1% school that tries to make a change of 1% in our attitude, in our values, in our systems, in our processes every single day without showing off, without having the pressure of marks, etc. on us. Because real success is not heroic. Real success is very boring. Real success is on an idle Tuesday when you are putting the efforts to make all the difference. That is real success. And I'm so proud that we see this real success at Jaipuria on an every single day basis. I am also very proud of some of the accolades that our students get on global stages, be it in academics, be it in sports, be it in cultural activities, but also the way our alumni is connected to us. Very recently, I got an email from the University of Exeter. The dean talked to me sent an email about a student who was given admission but was not finding their place in the world, was pretty lost. And that person found support from someone else. That someone else happened to be a Jaipuria student. That someone else did not think that it's not my job to support someone who I did not know for a very long time. I'm very happy to hear get these kind of emails. The dean's email had a last line which the Jaipuria student had said, "Success does not define you. You define success." This is what the Jaipuria student told the dean when they communicated. Because it's not about achieving something. It's about what you do with it, how you take it forward. Those are the important bits. The good news about building a family of schools is that, like a family, we are taking the recipe forward. You know, all of us have family recipes where a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and ultimately the food is created. Similarly, a lot of the culture that we've taken from Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we are trying to replicate the recipes across the country and very soon across the world. Hopefully, this culture, hopefully, this entire impact will make India a better country. We say that we are the school of conscious transformation. I request that all of us also be conscious about the times that we are in. I welcome General A.K. Chhaturvedi, sir. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. As I was saying, I really hope that the impact that we are having will end on to make India a better country. And I request that we be conscious of everything, because the future that is coming up is something that we have not imagined. Yes, there is advent of AI. Yes, technology is all pervasive. As we are conscious with all our cultures, our values, our being, I also want us to be conscious of as to how we use technology. What is the impact of AI? Let it not become the one thing that guides you. Let it become one of the things that supports you. I am sure your dreams are much greater than mine. I'm sure that Seth M.R. Jaipuria School will be part of the journey forever for you and help you achieve your dreams. Because when you really want to get something, the whole universe conspires to make it happen. Or as a very a little more charming guy than me says in the movies, Shah Rukh Khan, he says that इतनी शिद्दत से मैंने तुझे पाने की कोशिश की है कि जर्रे जर्रे ने मुझे तुझसे मिलाने की साजिश की है. So when you really want something, the universe will conspire to make sure that you get it. This school really शिद्दत से हमने कोशिश की कि हम इस दुनिया को बेहतर बनाएंगे. And the universe conspired to make sure that all of you collectively have made that impact. Continue doing so. I'm not going to take more time. That's a good news. But thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you. All the best. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.
We feel privileged to acknowledge the presence of our special guest, Major General A.K. Chhaturvedi sir, amongst us. Can we have a huge round of applause again? Thank you.
It is a moment of great honor for us to welcome our esteemed special guest, Shri Alok Ranjan sir, retired IAS, a distinguished administrator, visionary leader, and renowned public policy expert. Having served with exceptional dedication at the highest levels of governance, including the Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh, he has left an enduring impact through his leadership, wisdom, and commitment to public service. We are truly privileged to have you, sir, with us. I now humbly request you to kindly grace the stage and address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending him a warm welcome.
Madam Anjali Jaipuria, Vice Chairperson of the Jaipuria Schools, Kanak Gupta, Director of the M.R. Jaipuria Schools, the Principal, Dr. Pramini Chopra, our Chief Guest, Major General A.K. Chhaturvedi, members of the faculty, teachers, parents, and dear students. Well, I must say that Mr. Kanak Gupta has put me in a very embarrassing position by the kind of words he used about me. I'll have to do something to justify that. Sure? Yeah. Okay. So let me begin. Let me say I'm very happy to be here with you all. I have always been very closely attached with the Jaipuria schools and the Jaipuria institutions for a long time. And I've seen how these institutions have developed, how they've evolved, how they have grown. And I can say that any award or any recognition, anything that they get, it will be revealed later on, of course, what they're getting, though all of us seem to have some kind of an idea. But, but in any case, whatever they get, they truly deserve it. It's one of those topmost institutions, not only Lucknow, but in the state of Uttar Pradesh and in the country. So I must compliment Madam Anjali Jaipuria and Kanak Gupta and all the other entire team. Well, on this occasion, I was very happy to notice when the principal, Dr. Pramini Chopra, spoke and the way he explained what Jaipuria stood for and the thing about conscious transformation. She said the school stands for conscious transformation. I like that very much. One thing is transformation itself is very important because schools or education system should bring about transformation in the lives of the people. I've seen young boys and girls sitting out here. They must not see school only as some place where they come and learn some subjects. As she rightly said, okay, you have to be good in physics, you have to be good in mathematics, you have to be good in social studies, you have to be good in English, so on and so forth. But that is not the only objective of coming to school. A school is much beyond that. A school connects you with your inner self, and that's what she said very nicely, about your own growth, about your own evolution, about your relationship with the community, with the society, and ultimately with our motherland, the nation. I must say that, yes, Madam Anjali Jaipuria has said it so rightly, ultimately with the divine, yes. So this is how it should go, that's how it should go, and this is how you students should feel about it, because I can tell you from my own experience, having been 38 years in the IAS and now retired and now doing a lot of other kind of activities which give me happiness and joy, like writing, reading, speaking, and so on and so forth, I can tell you that life is not about knowing a particular subject very well or having a particular knowledge about something. Life is much more than that, because life is not something easy. Let me share with you. Not for anybody. You might think that I have been an IAS officer 38 years and all that, so life must have been very great or very easy for me. Not really. There have been moments of frustration. There have been moments of, despair. There have been moments of ups and downs comes in everybody's life. Whether it is professional, whether it is personal, you face a lot of challenges. And believe me, unless you face challenges, you will never grow. Life is not worth living if there are no obstructions on the way, if there are no roadblocks on the way. You need them to evolve, to grow, to develop. And that's how it is all about. That is what a school or an education system will teach you. How, when you face life, how would you respond to life? Do you react to circumstances if they're adverse to you and become unhappy, get stressed, get upset about the whole thing? Why me kind of a syndrome? No. How do you respond to circumstances that are not in your control? What you can only control, I can tell you children, is how you respond to circumstances. What is the kind of response you give? What positive response you give? How you learn from them. Let me again share with you something about my own life. It's so important to understand to handle failures, because everybody fails here and there. Somewhere in the life, you will face failures. Some dreams will not be realized. Some objectives will not be fulfilled. Some things will happen not the way you want them to happen. And there will be failures. But then it should not leave you with a sense of failure. Instead, it should give you greater resilience, greater determination to move forward and grow and evolve. Above that, not only failures, you must learn how to handle success. I think the most difficult thing in life is to handle success. Success has a capacity to get to your head. It goes very fast. And it can lead to arrogance. It can lead to pride. It can lead to, vanity. That is not what should happen. Success should be taken in the same way as you take failures. Both should be taken as means to grow, evolve, and take yourself forward in life. You see, life is a journey, as someone said. I think your principal said in the beginning. It is a journey. And even when you move away from this body and move out to some other body later on in your next life, in that itself, you're moving in the journey itself. The journey never ends, really. It's a constant process of evolution. It's a constant process of growth. And that's how you must take it. Even I am today, I was 70 years old. I retired 10 years ago from the service. I still think I'm learning. And that's important. One should listen, one should learn. And once you learn, you grow. Learning doesn't end in class 12. You might think your board examination, children, learning ends. It doesn't. Learning continues throughout your life. You learn from life itself. At each stage of life, you learn. In fact, allow me to say so, that the moment, and I tell this to myself also, the moment I start feeling that I'm not learning anything further, I think that's the time to go. That's the end. Because if as long as you're here in this body, as long as you're in this world, as long as you're living, you must keep learning, keep growing, keep evolving. Second thing is your dedication to the people of this nation. That's very important. To the society and the community. You see, life is not about only yourself. I must tell you, especially the children, please inculcate the kind of values where you think of yourself as a member of the society. First of all, to your family, then to your society, then to your community, and then the nation, as she said. You must learn to contribute. You learn to give, not to take only. You must take what comes to you, but you must learn to give more than what you can take. Because only then will a great nation become greater. We are at the cusp of a century where this is going to be the Indian century. Prime Minister has talked about 2047 as Viksit Bharat. Well, 2047 certainly can be Viksit Bharat, provided all of us who are sitting here, especially you young boys and girls, it is your job really. You are the people who will build this nation. You are the architects of this new nation. If you want to become a developed nation, it is you boys and girls who will make it, not people like me. We will not be here. What might? We will not be here till 2047. But you will be there. And you will be there to build this nation and take it forward. Please do so. Please do so. Please keep this in mind. Just a few words before I end. I don't want to make it a very long-winded speech, but something again I just want to share with you. When I said the word values, see, values are so important. And also a sense of service in life. Do something for others, public service. Like I was in the IAS, I served for 38 years. How I saw that job in the IAS. It was not about pomp, glory, or red beacon light on the car, or police guards, or status in society. It was about an opportunity to do something genuinely for the people, to serve the people and touch as many lives as possible. And that's what should be the aim in any career you take up. Anything what you do, whether in education, whether in the corporate sector, whether you're an entrepreneur or anything, try and touch as many lives as you can. Try to make a difference to the society, to the lives of the people. If that is your goal, then you're doing something really valuable That is something which which will be, when you move forward, something you will remember that this is what I did. Some intrinsic satisfaction you will get. Today, when I look back at my career, it's not the posts I held, it's not the power or the pomp and glory that I remember. It's only the small moments I remember when I did something which, did something to help somebody in his journey, in his life, solved somebody's problem, made somebody smile, made somebody laugh, made somebody feel happy. That are the moments which you cherish in life, really. And that is what makes life worth living. And that makes life important. So I just want to tell you all, second and just last point I want to say, today, somehow the society has become extremely materialistic. I may be saying something which is not very popular at the moment, but don't run after money. Money is all right. You need money to live life. Nobody says don't have money, but don't run after money. Don't just sacrifice all your values for the sake of money. You earn money, earn with integrity, earn it with honesty. And also spend money in a manner in which you can help others, yourself and the society around you. So keep this in mind. There are other objectives in life which are far greater than materialistic things in life. Higher goals of life is what one should, aspire for. So I think with these words, only I like to say in the end is, I wish you all, boys and girls out here, the greatest success in their lives. I want to wish Jaipuria School and Jaipuria group of institutions all the success in their endeavor to bring real education to the children. I'm sure what you're doing will play a major role in the transformation of this country into becoming a great and developed nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insights with us. Leadership is not merely about authority. It is about service and discipline. Our special guest for today is the epitome for it. Major General Ajay Kumar Chhaturvedi is a highly decorated officer of the Indian Army's Corps of Engineers, noted scholar, author, and sports administrator. He holds advanced degrees from Indian Institute of Technology Madras, Osmania University, and University of Madras, and served as Director General, College of Engineering, Roorkee from 2015 to 2018. A national rowing champion and qualified level 2 rowing coach, he represented India at the 1983 World Championship and later coached the Indian team to its first rowing gold medal at the 1990 Asian Games. Today, we are elated to have Sir amongst us. It is now our privilege to invite Sir amongst us to address the August gathering. May we welcome him with a grand round of applause.
Thank you for those very nice words. You are very, very generous with your words. It's always a pleasure to come to this school where you are addressed first and foremost as Vande Mataram. Because that itself gives you kind of a, say, spring to your spine that this is my motherland and we have to do something for it. The love for motherland should be such. I am reminded of one particular instance during Second World War, when Battle of Britain was going on, that is, Germany was, the Luftwaffe was attacking British Isles. And British suddenly felt that they were short of their resources. Of all things, they were short of food items. So the Prime Minister made a speech and he said that all those who are enjoying their eggs should not eat it because our armed forces need it. And next day there were large queues, not on the egg stores to collect stores so that they can do hoarding, just to deposit so that people, that armed forces could get it. And that is what the pride of nation and any race which has got this kind of sense of pride can never be stopped. We are an inheritor of almost 5,000 years of legacy. And we take pride in the fact that this was the country from time immemorial what US was till Trump's arrival and that MAGA thing happened, that melting pot of people coming from different ethnicity, different linguistic backgrounds, different religion, and they kept becoming one. But today a new trend has started that we are different. Somebody is from belonging some religious denomination, somebody else, somebody some linguistic denomination, somebody else, and these kind of things. But we must remember, our scriptures suggest, Vishnu Puran says that in north there is a Himalaya, in south there is a sea. In between what is there is Bharatvarsh, and we are all Bharatiya. So the first is that we are all Indians. And that unity in diversity is defined by Rigveda, when it says there's only one truth and there are very many ways to reach it. It is not that what in today's terms, this post-Westphalia Treaty of 1648 is defined secularism. Secularism is something which we lived all through. You remember Jaipuria, how he welcomed people? You remember St. Thomas when he came, where he came in India? So therefore, we were a melting pot. And we must take pride in this fact that we are one. The most important part was that all this gave us, against what is not told in Semite religions as monotheist, that there is only one book, there is only one way to preach and practice. Ours was that you practice anything which you wish to. So that is why our was a far more inclusive definition of secularism, and we, you young children, should remember that we are one, irrespective of our caste, creed, linguistic ethnicity and everything. So that is point one. Second thing, we had a tradition of dialogue, deliberation, discussion. So that should not go away. We may be having differences, but those differences can be, say, narrowed down if we discuss. So that is the second part, the dialogue, discussion. Third perspective which I would like to give is a sense of empathy. We have a tradition that somebody gave his own bones to fight a demon. So unless you have this kind of a sense of, you can say, for a greater cause, how you can contribute, nothing will change. So that's another thing, empathy. We need to have empathy for fellow human beings, fellow living beings, be it animals, be it nature, and we must not destroy it. Next is, please remember, intellectual power is the real power. Rest all is virtual power. All these Tob, Gola, Banduk, they are not power. If you have money, you can buy them. But what you can't buy is the intellectual power. And that is where I compliment Dr. Chopra and her team, Shri Anjali, Jaipuria ji and Kanak ji, for creating that kind of a, say, edifice where we all can learn. So next is acquire knowledge, and knowledge for the good. And this is based on a value system. And that value system is the most important part. We must not run after those whose value system is just about 300 to 400 years old. Even if we say British, it's only in, say, 11th or 12th century, Tudor period, when they started coalescing into a nation. America, towards whom we keep looking for all the values, 1776. So therefore, and we, 5,000 years. So what has acquired over a period of time, we should take pride on those values, because that culture gives you values. And values are something which Shri Alok Ranjanji was just mentioning, that you all must have. Value of being Indian, value of respecting your elders, value of respecting fellow human beings. And this is where you all must remember, there's a difference between dharma and religion. The Western construct is not valid for us. Ours is dharma. Pita has a dharma for putra. Mother has a dharma for his daughter or son. And each one of us have got dharma to our country. So we must remember our dharma. And dharma is something which is universal. It has nothing to do with what faith you have. Faith is different. So we must believe in that dharma and all that diktats which it gives. That is if we start following it. You know, what happened when you do go for army selection or something? The first question they ask about the family. A family which grows together, spends time together, where a son learns from his father, daughter learns from his father and mother, and I mean likewise, not that son doesn't learn from mother. Yes, he also learns. So these are the values which you carry forward. So these values which you have. Now, in all doing all these things, when you are growing, one must remember, there is nothing which is cheap. There are no free lunches. You got to pay for everything. Even if I want you to hit me, I'll have to abuse you. So there's no pain, no gain. So you got to be prepared for those challenges. And I would like to quote one small poem which I read long back. Shri Mangal Singh Suman's poem. क्या हार में क्या जीत में किंचित नहीं भयभीत में कर्तव्य पथ पर जो मिले ये भी सही वो भी सही. So therefore it is not the end result. And वो in this this is the alpha generation, huh? It's not beta, it's alpha generation who are sitting behind. You all must remember that movie Three Idiots, where he says, success तो झप मार के आएगी आपके पास if you have prepared well. There's a famous quote by George C. Patton. George C. Patton was a US general, and he used to keep one photograph next to him, and that was of his adversary, Erwin von Rommel, who was a marshal, field marshal from German Wehrmacht. And there had been a very famous Battle of Ardennes and all those things, Operation Market Garden, where the complete army switched sides. And it was done flawlessly. And he said, and Patton was known for using very, very flowery language. He said, you magnificent B dash dash dash. I had read your book. So if you want to face the challenges, prepare yourself well. If you prepare well, there's no challenge which is unsurmountable. But at the same time, as Alokji very rightly said, learn to handle success, learn to handle failures. The last Mughal Emperor Zafar had written a beautiful ghazal, and in that one sher is very valid. It says, जफर आदमी ना उसको जानिएगा चाहे कैसा भी हो फाहिमो सका जिसे ऐश में याद खुदा ना रहा और जिसे तैश में खौफ खुदा ना रहा. So please remember these two things always. Please always remember these two things, and that will take you to the highest of the level. That divine everything you do with the bhakti yoga. if you attribute it to someone else, some divine, you'll always be successful. In the end, I would like to just say what our one Lucknow poet only had written. And ladies and girls, please don't take it otherwise. Probably it was written in a different context. And it means ladies and girls included. And that is what should be the aim of each one of us. सबसे पहले मर्द बन हिंदोसिता के वास्ते, सबसे पहले मर्द बन हिंदोसिता के वास्ते, हिंद जाग उठे तो सारे जहां के वास्ते. That is what should be the spirit of each one of us. I wish faculty, students, and the management all the best. And the award which you are going to get is a truly, truly, truly right recognition of all the capabilities which you have put. Nothing comes cheap, nothing comes free. Dedication is the most important word you all should have. Thank you for inviting me to share my thoughts. Best wishes. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for highlighting the pride that we hold for our motherland. Dance is a symphony.
Okay, so it turns out that our audience needs to be involved in the program. So we are now switching over to a heartfelt conversation that we are going to hold, both verbally and in a written form, which you will get to know now. Because that is how we will get to know what you think about the event today and how anticipated you are for it. So now we invite Sudev and Anna to take it forward.
Vande Mataram, everyone. I am Sudev Nair.
And I am Anna Tiwari. Now, normally, when two students come on stage, one of two things happen.
Either we are about to announce a competition,
Or, well, we forget our lines.
thankfully, we have spent enough time preparing for today.
Which means if anything goes wrong,
We'll confidently blame the microphone. Today feels different though. You can feel it. There's excitement, there's curiosity, and at least a few people are currently trying to decode the surprise by looking at the teacher's expressions.
which is a very bold strategy, but unfortunately, it's not very effective.
So before the reveal, let's see what kind of audience you are working with.
So now we'll have a few questions that we'll ask you, and we will be directing those questions to certain sections of the auditorium, and you'll be required to raise your hands and answer the questions. Unfortunately, because we are short of time, we'll only be taking one person per question. All right, so let's begin. So, Jaipurians, are you ready? All right. So so rules are very simple. The answers will be short. No loud. The answers will be loud. No essays. No TED talks. Let's begin.
So the first question is that describe Seth M.R. Jaipuria School in 3 emojis. Who would like to answer it?
This question is directed to the first 10 rows towards my right.
Anyone would like to answer? I'd like to repeat. Describe our school in 3 emojis.
Is there anyone that we have? We use emojis a lot in our conversation and texts. Now we don't have an answer. Yeah, I can see hands over there.
So 3 emojis would be a little less, but as far as I can just imagine right now is the emoji with the goggles on, the emoji with the heart on, and a big heart, red heart. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that answer. So the next question is for our alumni. How did our school teach you to give back to the community around you? Anyone?
Hi, this is Mayur from 2006 batch. I just want to tell you a story. When I was in class 12th, and our office bearers, we were the office bearers, and we decided we wanted to do something to give back to the community. And we were discussing with our teachers, and suddenly we met the principal, and we thought Diwali was coming, so why not, collect some winter clothes, blankets, ration, and distribute. We went to the principal, and that time it was Mr. Arundakshan. He told us one thing, that I'll help you with the distribution, I'll give you a place to collect, but will the students give it to you? And we were so confident that that will happen. Just once, one assembly session, I went to the stage and I told, this is what we need. And you won't believe, the chemistry lecture hall, the physics lecture hall, it was full in 2 days. We had no place to keep the stuff there. And it took us 15 days to distribute that. So that's it. That I don't think any other example is needed for that. Thank you.
So thank you for the answer, sir. Due to shortage of time, we'll have the interaction later, but we'll explain something. Every answer we just heard has one thing in common. They're all pointing forward towards the future, and that brings us to something very special. Outside all the venues, you would have seen rocket-shaped boxes. And no, they are not just because they look nice on the table. Think about what a rocket actually does. It doesn't just go up. It carries something with it when it goes. Fuel, equipment, sometimes even a person's hope riding inside a tiny capsule aimed at something far bigger than where it started.
So that's what we're asking you to do today. On the chit that you have received, you have to write down a suggestion, something you genuinely wish was better here. And write down 1, where do you see your school in the next 5 years? 2, what suggestion do you give the school? Fold it, place it inside the rocket, because today of all days feels like the right time to launch, even if you don't know exactly where you're going.
You'll understand why very soon. Okay, so we are away with the announcement. We are 2 minutes away with the announcement. It's a live announcement, so we'll wrap it up.
So how excited are all of you? We are 2 minutes away.
So we'll do one thing. Since we have 2 minutes and it is not an exam that you are writing, they will again say 2 or 3 questions. If you can write it in a chit, not right now? Okay, then it is postponed. Fine.
Okay, so people, when I say go, you need to say Jaipuria. You need to shout. Okay, we need the energy. So go.
Louder.
Go. Louder. Go. Thank you.
So I can see that the restlessness is pretty apparent, and why would it not be? Because you have got something in front of you which will be revealed the hype for which we have been building up since past 3 weeks. So keep your excitement with you. Let's wait a few more minutes and then you can savor every celebration. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome, my name is Vikas Pota. I'm the founder and CEO of T4 Education. Today, we are announcing the top 10 shortlisted schools in the world's best school prizes. 5 categories, 50 schools, chosen from thousands of entries across countries globally. To every school that entered, thank you. The standard you set is the reason this prize matters. We have studied your work and learned again how much is being built in places where the odds are not always on your side. What you are building is an inspiration to us all. It is my privilege now to share the schools that will represent this year's cohort. Each one has set an example the rest of the world should pay attention to. Community collaboration, where schools become the heart for the places they serve. The 10 schools are environmental action, where climate leadership begins in the classroom. The top 10 schools are innovation, where new ideas become everyday practice. The top 10 schools are overcoming adversity, where leaders refuse to let circumstance define what a child can become. The top 10 schools are supporting healthy lives, where the well-being of students and staff is treated as foundational, not optional. The top 10 schools are these schools come from very different parts of the world. What they share is a clear refusal to accept that excellent education is reserved for some children and not others. Being shortlisted for a World's Best School Prize places you in a small group of schools whose work other educators will study and learn from. That recognition has been earned. Now we hand over to our judging academy, who will have the difficult task of choosing one school per category to crown this year's World's Best Schools. The next stage belongs to the public. From 25th of June to the 29th of October, voting is open. Each of our top 10 schools is now in contention for the Community Choice Award, decided by a public vote, by people who have seen what these schools do. To every shortlisted school, your work is the reason this prize exists. You have shown what schools can be when the adults inside them decide that the children in front of them deserve nothing less than the best. Stay tuned for the winning ceremony in November to find out which of these fantastic schools will be the top 3 and who will win. We hope to see you in person next year at the World School Summit in London in January. Registration is open and we will be honored to welcome you there. Congratulations to our top 10. The world should know your names.
I say who are we, you say Jaipuria. Who are we? Who are we? Who are we?
Introducing Grammarly like you've never seen before. Your all-in-one writing essential. Say hello to human.
You cannot be sitting there. मानस पहले बोलेगा कुछ.
मैम ये वाले गेस्ट को
Okay, thank you all for coming here for our great moment. Thank you so much for taking out time. We are all really excited, delighted, full of joy. But this work of reaching the top 10 schools of the world in community collaboration was really not the work of one person. It was a community, our principal, our unbelievable teachers. I don't think the world, anywhere in the world, there are teachers like what Jaipuria has.
Can some more teachers come on the stage, please?
Some teachers
Some more
should be on the
teachers,
stage.
if you could please come on the stage. Some
Which
of the
school-
parents, if you could come on the stage.
Which school has teachers who can be contacted at 11 o'clock at night, at 12 o'clock at night, anytime? Their phone numbers are with all the students. Any difficulty, they are available. That is the community of our teachers. And what parents, look at the numbers. Holidays, they've come. Grandparents, कितना support करते हैं हमारे स्कूल को. हमारे caretakers, कहाँ हैं? दीदी लोग, भैया लोग. दीदी आओ, आगे आओ. उस्मा आगे आओ. शैलेंद्र आगे आओ.
Manas,
मानस मीडिया
please
टीम
come
में
up.
आएगा. हमारे दीदी लोग, भैया लोग.
Manish ji, Puneet ji, if you can come up, please.
इनके
Please.
बच्चे caretakers, इनके बच्चे भी जयपुरिया स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं. And they are rising to heights. Some are the captain of this class, first beating all the other children. This is our community. And how to thank our media team. Manas, Puneet, Manas, come.
Please come.
दिन रात, अंशु, come on. दिन रात इन लोगों ने, राहुल, फोटो लेना बंद करो, आ जाओ. अच्छा ठीक है, फोटो ले लो. दिन रात इन
Yes,
लोगों ने
please.
मेहनत
One
करी.
of the Jaipuria principals, 2-3 of you, please come up. Please
दिन
come up.
रात इन लोगों ने मेहनत करी है
We are a
to submit,
community. Please come.
to submit for the world's best school award. There were so many submissions, so many videos to be taken, so many. रात भर मानस जगा रहता था. जब अवार्ड पता चला,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Want to see you all in that.
मैं लखनऊ में थी. अर्चना जी आपके बिना कैसे होगा? हमारे घर की बड़ी अब आप हैं.
From that side.
जब रात को पता चला मानस को, it was around 10:30, 11 at night, and I was in Lucknow. Fortunately, he rang me up, and he started crying with joy. He says, "Ma'am, I have to come and hug you wherever you are." Manas, give me a hug.
You all can stand here also, so that you see.
Such a darling child. Gigi, aapko pranam. What could, thank you. What could we do without our board members?
Rahul Sharma, if you are there, can you please come out?
वो बोल रहा है मैं फोटो ले रहा हूँ.
फोटो लेने
So,
के लिए बहुत सारे लोग हैं. आ जाओ.
Board members,
Please.
Nautiyal ji, Vinod ji, continuous guidance from them. I'm leaving out somebody? No.
Shubham, if you are there, Shubham, Himani, the media team.
Media
Great
team is
role
unbelievable.
you've played.
Our
Brilliant role.
guards, everybody, each one, of this community. It has been a collaborative effort, and that is why we have reached top 10 in community collaboration. Thank you for coming, Jaipuria School principals. And most important, our Jaipuria students. Come on, Jaipuria students, I need some shout. It's an unbelievable community. These children are really, I'm not just saying it as a speech, they are really the beacons of tomorrow. What has been ignited in you, what is awakened in you, and what you are carving in yourself. It's an unbelievable human that's going to come out of Jaipuria School. I thank your presence. I'd like Ramani ma'am to say something.
Heartiest congratulations to each one of you. And each one of you is responsible for this moment. The parents, the teachers, grandparents, the students, everybody. But now we have to think what next.
Yes.
What happens from now? Children, what do you have to do from now? Come on, this is top 10. What do you want? What's your aspiration? What's your aspiration? First, then what do you do for that?
Vote.
Yes. Vote, that's one thing. But there is a larger picture to it. What do you have to do to yourself? Consciously?
Collaborate.
Transform yourself and collaborate with everybody around you. Our aim is that award will follow. Right? Okay. Once again, heartiest congratulations to all of you and thank you so much for the collaboration.
कुछ म्यूजिक हो जाए थोड़ा सा, हमको जनरल सर को, आलोक रंजन जी को अभी नचाना है यहीं स्टेज पे.
Kanak sir, one thing.
कुछ करिए नस नस मेरी खोले
अपनी
कुछ करिए बस बड़ा बोले अब कुछ करिए ओ कोई तो चल सिद्ध फड़िए तू बेतरिए या मरिए हाँ कोई तो चल सिद्ध फड़िए तू बेतरिए या मरिए इंडिया चक दे इंडिया चक दे इंडिया चक दे इंडिया लड़ती पतंगों में भिड़ती उमंगों में खेलों के मेलों में पल खाती रेलों में गन्नों के मीठे में
आज फुर्सत का. Thank you.
Right, 3 cheers for Team Jaipuria. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Can everyone just be enthusiastic for some moments and dance wherever they are?
Let's dance, guys. Wherever you're sitting, just stand up and start dancing. And please turn up the volume. Please turn up the volume. Everyone at the back, we need a high intensity dance. Can everyone please stand up?
No one is allowed to sing today. Get up and dance, everyone. Yes. Full enthusiasm.
हमको परवाह नहीं, जो भी कहता है कहने दे, जग ये भला या बुरा, जैसी भी मर्जी हो हमारी, करते हैं ऐसी होशियारी, पर दिल से यार जो मेरे
Request all the students to please come on stage.
हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले, छूले थे दिल के हाथ से इंडिया वाले, हम शिमले हार से इंडिया वाले, दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले, उंगली पे सबको नचाते हम इंडिया वाले।
All right, so we're going to watch the videos again. All right, so we're going to watch the announcement video again. Please settle down.
Welcome, my name is Vikas Pota. I'm the founder and CEO of T4 Education. Today, we are announcing the top 10 shortlisted schools in the world's best school prizes. 5 categories, 50 schools, chosen from thousands of entries across countries globally. To every school that entered, thank you. The standard you set is the reason this prize matters. We have studied your work and learned again how much is being built in places where the odds are not always on your side. What you are building is an inspiration to us all. It is my privilege now to share the schools that will represent this year's cohort. Each one has set an example the rest of the world should pay attention to. Community collaboration, where schools become the heart for the places they serve. The 10 schools are environmental action, where climate leadership begins in the classroom. The top 10 schools are innovation, where new ideas become everyday practice. The top 10 schools are overcoming adversity.
Okay, 3 cheers for Jaipuria. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. That's like it.
Moments of achievements deserve moments of celebrations. And what better way to honor this milestone than through the universal language of music and dance? To mark this joyous occasion, we now present a special dance performance, a vibrant expression of pride, gratitude, and celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to enjoy this special dance performance with us.
Everyone, please remain in the auditorium. We have a dance left. We'll finish with that.
Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Lead us from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge. Guided by this timeless principle, our esteemed institution was founded in 1991 by the visionary late Dr. Raja Ram Jaipuria. Named in honor of his father, the distinguished philanthropist and Padma Bhushan awardee, late Seth Ram Jaipuria, the school continues to uphold a rich legacy of excellence and service. Under the patronage of our chairman, Shri Sharad Jaipuria, and the guidance of our Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Anjali Jaipuria, the school strives to nurture not only academic achievement, but also moral values, spiritual awareness, and integral development. We believe education should prepare students for life by nurturing their social, emotional, physical, intellectual, and spiritual development. The school has a vision of a new world in which relationships are governed by the spirit of universal fraternity, trust, empathy, respect, and gratitude. As an expression of our gratitude to the divine and in dedication of today's event, we now present a dance before you.
एक वैरागी दूजा संसारी, एक डमरू से होश उड़ावे, दूजा बंसी के सुर से लुभावे, एक बैल को वाहन बनावे, दूजा गोकुल गाय चरावे, एक करतांडव अहंकार मिटावे, दूजा उंगलियों पर नाच नचावे, एक लगा के भस्म रम जावे, दूजा मोर पंख माथे सजावे, एक तीसरी आंख डरावे, दूजा अपनी मुस्कान छलावे, एक जटा गंगा बहावे, दूजा यमुना शांत करावे, एक माया के हाथ न आवे, दूजा माया को आप घुमावे, एक योग में ध्यान लगावे, दूजा भोग के लड्डू खावे, एक ध्यान में दूजे को सुमिरे, एक ध्यान में दूजे को सुमिरे, दूजा एक में खुद खो जावे, एक वैरागी दूजा संसारी.
The heart of Seth M.R. Jaipuria lies in its connectivity. Whether it is the cultivation of a deeper bond between the school, the parents, and their children by the Personal Transformation Project, or it is the togetherness of the entire batch as they organize any one of our various student-led programs. Our school enriches relationships rooted in respect, empathy, and a deeper sense of oneness. And along with oneness, the connectivity to oneself, with the practices of silence time and the let-go pond guiding us to the path of self-awareness. The core values our school has bestowed upon us are not only an anchor to our roots, but also a string that ties together everything in harmony. And one can only be in true harmony once compassion and love for the self and everyone around them exists. Our next performance highlights the school values that shape us into well-rounded individuals.
When we clean the temple of our heart and welcome the aspects of the divine personality, wisdom, strength, harmony, and perfection to abide there, they become our friends and our helpers. And as we ascend, creating a deeper relationship with them, we see an infusion of their qualities permeating in our being. Wisdom in our thinking, strength in our acts, harmony in our relationships, as well as harmony within our own being, and perfection in all that we do. As we go higher and higher, climbing the ladder of life, illumination, heroism, harmony, and skill begin to reflect in us, and we begin to shine like a diamond, chiseled by the master craftsman himself.
Shri Aurobindo said, and I quote, "Man is a transitional being. He is not final, constantly growing, learning, and becoming better." At Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, this belief comes alive through a culture that places people and relationships at its heart. Our school stands with its students, teachers, support staff, parents, and grandparents, creating an environment where every voice is heard and every individual feels valued. Through initiatives such as the Healing Habitat, Buddy Bench, Walks, and SMRJ Samvad, we learn that true growth comes from discipline balanced with compassion and excellence guided by empathy. Each of these initiatives is a reminder that education is not merely the acquisition of knowledge, it is the awakening of consciousness. It is about finding the courage to let go, the strength to grow, and the freedom to soar beyond every limit.
फिर सैर चला उड़ के छोड़ा है जहान नीचे मैं तुम्हारे अब हूँ हवाले अब दूर दूर लोग बाग मीलों दूर वादियां फिर धुआं धुआं तन्हर बदली चली आती है छूने और कोई बदली कभी कहीं कर दे तन गीला ये भी ना हो किसी मंजर पर मैं रुका नहीं कभी खुद से भी मैं मिला नहीं ये गिला तो है मैं खफा नहीं शहर एक से गांव एक से लोग एक से नाम एक फिर से चला पिट्टी जैसे सपने ये किताबी पलकों से झाड़ो फिर आ जाते हैं इतने सारे सपने क्या कहूँ किस तरह से मैंने तोड़े हैं छोड़े क्यों तेरे साथ चले मुझे लेके उड़े ये क्यों कभी डाल डाल कभी बात बात मेरे साथ साथ फिर दर्द ये कभी सहरा कभी सावन बनू रावण क्यों मन मन के कभी डाल डाल कभी बात बात कभी दिन है रात कभी दिन दिन है क्या सच है क्या माया है दाता
Seth M.R. Jaipuria is more than just an institution. It is a family, a community that has been built and strengthened through generations of love, care, and shared experiences. We are the legacy. We are the future. And can you say it with me? We are SMR Jaipuria. This momentous occasion is of immense pride for every MR Jaipurian. So let's celebrate it with a special group dance performance, one that has earned recognition at the national level and stands as a testament to the collaborative effort and dedication of our mentors, which brings out the best in the talents of the student community.
ਧੁੱਪਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਲੜ ਲੜ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਲੱਭੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੀਆਂ ਛਾਵਾਂ ਦੁੱਖ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਸੁੱਖ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਬਸੇ ਜਾਣਾ सब नु समझ के की करना है दिल नु ऐ समझावा तू झूम 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 तू झूम 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 मैं दीवानी कुछ न जाना मस्त होके गावा दुनिया राजी करके कमले फिर भी चैन नहीं होना सारी खुशियां मिल जावन ते पीछे की रह जाना सारी खुशियां मिल जावन ते पीछे की रह जाना तेरे बस में कुछ भी नहीं है दिल में समझावा तू झूम 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 ओ तू झूम झूम तू झूम झूम तू झूम
Dim ta dim ta dim ta dim ta dim ta na dim dim ta no ta na dim dim ta no ta na dim.
तुम्हारे गम की डली उठाकर ज़बां पे रख ली है देखो मैंने ये कतरा कतरा पिघल रही है मैं कतरा कतरा ही जी रहा हूँ
गम 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 तू मेरा गम गम
तू बात करे या ना मुझसे चाहे आंखों का पैगाम न ले पर ये मत कहना अरे ओ पगले मुझे देखना तू मेरा नाम न ले तुझसे मेरा दीन धर्म है मुझसे तेरी खुदाई तू बोले तो बन जाऊं मैं भुल्ले शाह सौदाई मैं भी नाचूं मनाऊं सोने यार को चलूं मैं तेरी राह ले मैं भी नाचूं रे जाऊं सोने यार को करूं ना परवाह ले
मेरा महरम तुम हरदम तू मेरा हमदम हरदम तू मेरा हरदम तुम हरदम तू मेरा हरदम
माना अपना इश्क अधूरा दिल ना इस पे शर्मिंदा है पूरा होके खत्म हुआ सब जो है आधा वो ही जिंदा है वो बैठी रहती है उम्मीदें तेरे घर की दहलीजों पे जिसकी ना परवाज खत्म हो दिल ये मेरा वही परिंदा है बख्शे तू जो प्यार से मुझको तो हो मेरी रिहाई बख्शे तू जो प्यार से मुझको तो हो मेरी रिहाई तू बोले तो बन जाऊं मैं भुल्ले शाह सौदाई मैं भी नाचूं मनाऊं सोने यार को चलूं मैं तेरी राह ले मैं भी नाचूं भी जाऊं सोने यार को करूं ना परवाह ले
मेरा हरदम तुम हरदम तू मेरा हरदम तुम हरदम तू मेरा हरदम तुम हरदम तू मेरा हरदम मेरा महरम तुम हरदम तू मेरा गम गम हरदम
What a remarkable performance. Also, this lineup over here showcased that what happens when different communities come together with a shared vision. This extraordinary milestone reflects not only our excellence in education, but our excellence in vision. To share her thoughts on this proud occasion, we now respectfully invite our guiding light, esteemed Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Anjali Jaipuria ma'am, to come on the stage.
Respected audience, my valued audience, I'm not going to be naming anybody because when I name anybody, I feel वो छूट गए या वो छूट गए सब इतने ज़्यादा valuable हैं हमारे लिए. So to my dear valued audience, today T4 has awarded us with the recognition that we stand among the top 10 schools of the world in community collaboration. For the world to recognize us as one of the top 10 schools sounds awesome. It sounds outstanding, but not really unbelievable. For Jaipuria students, Jaipuria teachers, it is not really unbelievable. We did not think of it as an achievement. It felt natural. We did not collaborate so we may get a prize. We didn't know when we were collaborating that it will turn into an award, a worldwide award. We could not imagine doing it in any other which way. We collaborated together because that was the very philosophy and vision with which the school was built. See, awards like this are like a mirror. They show us what the world has seen in us, sometimes even before we have fully seen it ourselves. Because what we are doing is something spontaneous. We're just doing it because we cannot but do it. When we began this journey, we did not set out to build a school that would win prizes. We set out to build a school where something real could happen, something real, where education would not be a transaction, it would be a transformation. Not a transactional education, but a transformational education. I had seen in my own childhood education, in my children's education, in my grandchildren's education, what a purely transactional education does to a young person. It produces, firstly, transactional education. What does it give? It gives us capability without rootedness. There's no rooting. Capability bahut hai. It gives us ambition without direction. Knowledge, lots of information stuffed in without wisdom. It produces a child who can solve equations, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, but cannot sit in silence with herself for even 2 minutes. Transactional education produces a young person who has absorbed vast amounts of information, but has never asked himself, who am I? Who am I? Why am I here? What should be the real aim of my life? ये प्रश्न तो ट्रांजैक्शनल एजुकेशन में बात ही नहीं होती, इसकी चर्चा ही नहीं होती, इसका संवाद ही नहीं होता. आप मार्क्स, पढ़ाई, होमवर्क रटिए, एग्जाम में दीजिए, मार्क्स आए सेलिब्रेट करिए. मार्क्स तो जयपुरिया स्कूल में बहुत आते हैं, नेशनल लेवल्स पे हम लोग पहुंचते हैं. But it's not really the most important thing here. See, these questions like, who am I? What am I here for? What should be the real aim of life? These are not abstract philosophical questions. They are the most practical, existential questions a human being will ever face. You have a long life ahead of you, and these questions will come to you. If you've not been grounded, rooted in this philosophy and understood somewhat, little bit, trickles of this wisdom, then you will find it a little difficult in life, like we found, because we never got it in our school. But if a school, if a school does not create the conditions for a child to begin exploring them as early as nursery. We begin from nursery to trickles of empathy, trickles of care, which the didis and the bhaiyas and the guards and the teachers are providing to the children. They grow in empathy, right? But if this is not done, then what has happened? The surface has been educated, but the interior has been left untouched. Shri Aurobindo has said, and I quote, all teaching is a revealing. All teaching, children, can we say it together? All teaching is a revealing. All becoming is an unfolding, unquote. It's a blossoming of your potential. The school's work is not to inject information. Its work is to educe, which in Latin means to bring forward. The word education comes from this Latin word, educe, bring forward. The work of education is to create an ecosystem that there is a spontaneous outflowering of the wisdom that is hidden within. The divine light within must manifest outside. And the mother said that if you build a school, it must be different from millions of schools in the world. It must give the children a chance. It must give the children a chance to distinguish between an ordinary life and a divine life. It is the teacher's mission to open the eyes of the children to that something within which they will find nowhere else. वो bliss यही है, हमारे अंदर है, और उसकी तरफ पॉइंट करना टीचर का परम धर्म है. The child entrusted to us. The child entrusted to us is not an empty vessel that needs to be filled. You're a soul. The child is a soul already complete in his deepest nature. He's waiting for the right conditions. Our task, the school's task, was never to manufacture a certain kind of human being, in a mass production factory. Sabko same equation aana chahiye, and then they should mark like robots. No. Our job is to create the light, the silence, the space, the love, in which each child could discover what she already inwardly is. I remember the day, 34 years ago, when the school was nothing but a thought, a question. We had bought this land in Gomti Nagar to build a school. But the question was that what should we do so that Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, doesn't get diminished to an institution which boasts only of its marks and certificates. What should be done differently in our pedagogy so that each student who walks out of the school's doors becomes aware of this flame within, that they carry within that portion of the infinite that she or he intrinsically is, that portion which made our Upanishadic seers say, Tat Tvam asi, that thou art. Aham Brahma asmi, I am Brahman. What should be done? That was a question. What should be done differently in our pedagogy so that each student who walks out through these school doors becomes aware of his own infinite potentiality? Infinite potentiality each one of us has to transform and transform consciously. This question, क्या करें, कैसा स्कूल बनाएं? This question became your four houses: wisdom, strength, harmony, and perfection. These houses reflect the four Shaktis: Maheshwari, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, and Mahasaraswati. That question transformed the walls of the school. The vision inspired the mother's organ music, which is flowing through the whole school, raising the consciousness subtly, surely and gently. All through the day you hear a music. That is the mother's organ music, which was played at a very high level of consciousness, and it raises the consciousness of all within. That question carved out the spiritual retreats, the various projects from grades 5 to 9, designed to make you aware of your hidden ability to transform consciously. Each one of the projects has been designed specifically, grade-wise. That single question churned out the multiple student-led initiatives which pumped you with confidence that you can do it. You don't need us. You can create the whole program. And how many student-led initiatives we have? And that question introduced silence time in the school every day 4 times. 34 years ago, we decided to build Seth M.R. Jaipuria on that single staggering idea. 34 years ago, we chose to do something radical. We chose to treat the inner life of the student as our curriculum. The inner life of your child, my dear parents, is our curriculum. Of course, we teach, not as an add-on, not as an assembly hall sentiment, but as an invisible thread running through our building, running through our pedagogy, running through our ecosystem. Today, the world has looked at what grew from that idea and called it one of the finest schools on earth. Our school has been recognized because we educate. We don't just provide literacy. There is a huge gap between mere literacy and true education. हम अपने बच्चों को बस साक्षर नहीं करते हैं, लिटरेसी खाली नहीं देते हैं, हम अपने विद्यार्थियों को शिक्षित करते हैं, एडुकेट करते हैं, संस्कारित करते हैं और जागृत करते हैं. But what can an idea do alone without the collaboration of an entire community? It is our community which believed in this idea. It is this community which has, brick by brick by brick, evolved this idea and brought it to its fruition. This prize belongs to our board members who have protected this space for us. They have protected this space for us so that we could be different, to be deeply intentional. Dr. Nautiyal ji and Professor Vinod Solanki ji have spared time from their schedules, have infused us with ideas, and given us inspiring talks which left us awestruck. This award belongs to our architect and board member, Mr. Vijay Dahiya, Team 3, who consciously transformed the school from brick and mortar into a temple of conscious living. I wish Vijay had come. I really requested him to come, because this moment is his, when he has turned around the building from a brick and mortar building into a building of conscious living, where every wall, every corridor, every courtyard, every classroom exudes the symphony of conscious awakening. This award belongs to our principal, Pramini Chopra. Can we all clap for our principal, Pramini? She carries this institution not only in her hands, she carries this institution in her consciousness. She is a one-man army. Her commitment to care for every child, her commitment to care for every colleague, every teacher, every caregiver, every didi, every bhaiya. This is what makes the philosophy we speak about a living reality rather than just words on a wall for a speech. Pramini ma'am is indeed a harbinger of goodwill. This prize belongs to our vice principals, Vidyarthi sir and Deepa ma'am. Can we clap for them, please? Who work behind the scenes and make every dream of Pramini ma'am come true. This prize belongs to Asha ma'am and our brainchild, Navsrijan School, where children who are underserved receive the same quality of care and education as you privileged children, students of mainstream. Navsrijan is not a charity arm of Jaipuria School. No. Navsrijan is a declaration. Navsrijan is a realization indeed of Seth M.R. Jaipuria School that we believe that every child carries the exact same infinite potential. Just because they are born in a deprived family, we cannot ignore the depth of the child's inmost soul. That is the declaration of Jaipuria when we started Navsrijan in 2010. This prize, and this is the most emotional gratitude that I'm passing on. This prize belongs to our super loving teachers who are the pride of this school. 3 cheers for our teachers. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. You teachers, you are the true authors of this award. Every act of patience in a classroom, every child who you guided back, every lesson that you've prepared with care through the wee hours of the morning when your family is sleeping. These invisible acts, invisible to prizes, are the actual substance of what is being honored today. This prize belongs to our parents and grandparents. Can we clap for our parents and grandparents? Why are we clapping for our parents and grandparents? Because they trusted us. Even when they did not fully understand what we are doing with their children, but they trusted us. So 3 cheers for our parents. Hip hip, hip hip, hip hip. And now this prize belongs to the student who sat in silence when every impulse of his said, move. But he sat in silence 4 times a day in the silence period. 4 times a day he repeated the words of the mother, what is the aim of life? So that it goes into the warp and weft of his being to understand that the aim of life is not just to build a bigger house, get a better job, and climb heights of material success. That too is important. But most important is that we become instruments of the divine will. उस ईश्वर की का जो संकल्प है वो हमारे थ्रू spontaneously flow करे. That the children understand because they repeat it 4 times a day. 4 times a day they sit in silence and it's called silence time. This prize, I'm sorry for the long address, but this prize I cannot accept alone because I don't deserve it. I have to give my gratitude. This prize belongs to our admin and media teams who have shot zillions of videos, edited them for nights together. This prize, Manas, where are you? Wherever you are, one minute. This prize belongs especially to Manas Mishra, who has burned the midnight oil for days at end to make the submissions, keep the deadlines, sit in international interviews, and he made it a success. 3 cheers for those who sat for this. Anshu ma'am, Neha ma'am, Manas. 3 cheers. This prize belongs to our didis and bhaiyas, our guards and their wards who all study here. Sorry. All of you together have, as a community, materialized a vision into reality. That one single stubborn refusal, remember that refusal that I talked about in the beginning? Refusal to accept mere literacy as our pedagogy. That burning quest to carve out real education, real Shiksha and Sanskriti have become today a recognition that reached across the world because the entire community has shaped this into a reality. And now I turn to my dear students, because in the end, this award is not about any one of us. It's about you. It was always about you. And today I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm turning to you not to thank you, not to congratulate you, but to tell you something. I want you to bear more colorful feathers in your oracle. You know, students, we live at one of the most extraordinary moments in the history of this planet. Shri Aurobindo calls it the hour of God, Bhagavat Muhurat, a period of evolutionary crisis. The earth is asking questions of the human species that it has never asked us before. We need to be able to listen. The old certainties are all dissolving. The old structures are being tested. What is needed today? What is needed today? What is needed today? What is needed today is a different kind of human race. There has to be evolution of the human race. The world needs a human being who does not just know, but understands. The world needs a human being who does not just achieve, but serves. The world needs a human being who does not just speak, but listens. Listens to others, listens to the world, and most of all, the world needs a human being who can listen to the voice of the soul, which is speaking to us. 100 years ago or more, Sri Aurobindo saw this coming. He wrote that the next step of human evolution will be the evolution of consciousness on this earth. It would not be the evolution of a new technology. It will not be a new political system. It will be a new human race. That is what Sri Aurobindo said, a new human race. And that is what we are preparing here. That race in whom the inner light and this outer light, there will be no difference between the two. They will no longer be at war at each other. That new human race will be one in whom wisdom and action are one. Because he said, Man is a transitional being. You may not have known it. I'm telling you that secret now. You may not have known it in your studying Sanskrit. Sanskrit from nursery to grade 8, mandatory, third language. In your silence time, in your retreats, in your projects from grade 5 to 9, in your houses of wisdom, strength, harmony, perfection. This is the secret. You've been part of an experiment. An experiment in what becomes possible when a school refuses to educate only the surface of a child, only the syllabus of an antiquated education system. We have no choice. We have to still conform to that antiquated education system, but we have the freedom to look at the inner being of the child and do both the things simultaneously and so fluidly that they blend with each other and nobody comes to know that this work is being done inside and there is a little work being done. Thoda sa padhai bhi kara lete hain, right? An experiment when a school insists quietly, daily, persistently on reaching the depths of your being, my dear students. You are not ordinary children of a school celebrated as top 10 schools of the world. You are a consciously transforming and progressing race, the new race. You are the new race, enlightened by the ancient spiritual legacy. And you are the gleaming future of Bharat Mata. And this is the responsibility that each Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar carries. You have to spread this light. You have to become a center and spread this light in your family, in your community, in your city, and then later on in the country, and finally in the world. Each one of you is a light. You have to spread this light in your family, professions, community. Last and first, I extend my deepest sense of gratitude to the Divine Lord. May we be worthy of this prize awarded to us by T4 World's Best School Prizes 2026. We are proud of being born in the fertile soil of our beloved Bharat, our motherland, Bhavani Bharati. यहाँ अवतार जन्मे हैं, यहाँ अवतार जन्मे हैं, पले हैं वीर ऋषि योगी. न कोई ये समझ बैठे कि अब ये भूमि पड़ती है, न कोई ये समझ बैठे कि अब ये भूमि पड़ती है. यहाँ का हर नया अंकुर, यहाँ का हर नया अंकुर अगर पाला गया ढंग से नमूना बन के गाएगा कि ये उपजाऊ धरती है. थैंक यू. वंदे मातरम. वंदे वंदे वंदे. भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की. Thank you. Thank you for your patience.
So as we head towards the major part of concluding today's celebratory event, just before that, I would like to just inform all of you about something. You all might be having chits with you, right? Which were distributed at the start of the program. So before leaving the auditorium, I request all of you to write on those chits any aspiration that you have for the school in the future or any suggestion that you would like to mention there. And then while you move out, you can place it in a rocket-shaped chit box, which will act like a time capsule. So I would urge all of you, before you go, please write that on that chit. With that, I would like to invite our proud alumna Kajal Jaiswal Didi to perform and let the music take over the environment once again.
Good afternoon, all of you. I know you all have been very patient since a very long time, so I'm not expecting much, but please do listen to this composition that I have prepared. It is a very difficult composition. I've been practicing it for so long, and I would request you to please listen to it carefully. Thank you. So this song I wrote in my 10th grade, and it has been very special to me. So the next song that I played after Moonlight Sonata third movement was my self-composed. Thank you.
That was indeed a remarkable performance by Kajal Didi. which summarized the feeling that we're feeling today, the feeling of celebration. Now we have a congratulatory video to be played, followed by a skit which will convey to you a very moral message.
Namaste, congratulations to Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, to be ranked among the top 10 schools globally by an international firm called T4 Global Rankings among the community collaboration category. My heartfelt congratulations to you and looking forward for seeing your students sometime in near future. All the best. Jai Hind.
Congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar on being named among the top 10 schools by T4 Education. This is the result of many inspiring years of hard work, delivering excellence in education and building communities.
I have always been impressed by the quality of education that Jaipuria School, Lucknow has provided. And I'm happy that it is ranked in the top 10 of the institutions by a very reputed organization. The kind of education that it imparts, the kind of faculty it has, the kind of focus on extracurricular and curricular is not seen anywhere else. I wish Jaipuria and the Jaipuria School the best in future. All my best wishes are there with them.
Very heartiest congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar for being selected as top 10 schools in by T4 Education. Very heartiest congratulations.
Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, on being named among the top 10 schools by T4 Education.
Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, Lucknow, बहुत साधुवाद देना चाहता हूँ कि वो टॉप 10 स्कूल में उनको प्रायोरिटी मिली है और इसी तरह हमारा जयपुरिया दिन प्रतिदिन तरक्की करता रहे और अपने इंडिया में ही नहीं पूरे वर्ल्ड में हम लोग एक मुकाम हासिल कर सकें.
This recognition will reflect the school inspiring spirit of community collaboration, and I am confident they will continue to set new benchmarks and achieve even greater success. All the best to Jaipuria.
Congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, on being named among the top 10 schools by T4 Education.
Congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, on being named among the top 10 schools.
Congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, on being named among the top 10 schools.
Congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, on being named among the top 10 schools by T4 Education.
A very hearty congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar campus on being named among the top 10 schools by T4 Education.
Heartiest congratulations to Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, on being named among the top 10 schools.
Jaipuria Gomti Nagar is one of the finest and very organized school in Lucknow.
First of all, congratulate Jaipuria School, Gomti Nagar, Lucknow, on being named among the top 10 schools by T4 Education. In the coming future, they will become the largest.
दर्शकों, जीवन बड़ा अनमोल है. हमारी छोटी सी गलती उसे एक भारी संकट में डाल सकती है, मगर हम उबर जाते हैं आपसी सहयोग और विश्वास से. कुछ ऐसी ही कहानी है इन बच्चों की.
आओ खेले खेल, आओ खेले खेल, जिससे बढ़ता है मेल. चलो चलाए बच्चों की रेल, चलो चलाए बच्चों की रेल. तररम पम तररम पम 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 पम.
ये रेल तो गड्ढे में फंस गई, अब आगे नहीं बढ़ पाएगी.
रेल छोड़ो, जहाँ हम खेलते थे ये पूरा मैदान ही उबड़ खाबड़ पड़ा है.
पहले यहाँ कितनी रौनक हुआ करती थी, कितना सुंदर बागीचा हुआ करता था. ये हरे भरे पेड़ सब सूख गए हैं.
यह मैदान सिर्फ खेलने और फूल पौधे उगाने के लिए नहीं, बल्कि आपसी भाईचारा, सामंजस्य एवं सामरस्यता का प्रतीक है. यह अनजान रिश्तों को एक नई पहचान देता है.
चलो किसी दूसरे मैदान में चल के खेलें.
लेकिन वो तो बहुत दूर है. पर यहाँ कैसे खेलेंगे, यहाँ तो पूरा गड्ढों से भरा पड़ा है.
हमें अपने बड़ों से मदद लेनी चाहिए.
तो फिर देश की बात की.
चलो चलते हैं. ओ शर्मा आंटी, ओ वर्मा अंकल,
ओ दीपू चाचा,
ओ दीदी ट्विंकल.
पार्क बहुत है गंदा, कैसे खेलेगी बच्चों की जनता.
बच्चों, पढ़ो लिखो, न जाओ बाहर. यह साफ सफाई करना हमारा काम नहीं है।
बच्चों, तुम लोग कहाँ राजनीति में पड़े हो? जाओ अपना काम करो। ये सब काम तुम लोगों का थोड़ी।
अब तो सबने मना कर दिया।
अब क्या करें? मुझे लगता है हमें इस मैदान को मिलकर सुंदर बनाना पड़ेगा।
हाँ, उम्मीद की एक लौ ही काफी है पूरे जहां को रोशन करने के लिए। आओ सब उम्मीदों के बीज बोते हैं।
जलाओ दिए पर रहे ध्यान इतना, अंधेरा धरा पर कहीं रह न जाए।
मैं एक काम करता हूँ, मैं घर घर जाके पुराने गमले मांग लाता हूँ।
मेरे घर में पौधों की नर्सरी है, मैं पौधे ले आऊंगी।
मैं फावड़े और कुदाल ले आऊंगा जिससे हम ये पूरा मैदान साफ कर देंगे।
मैं पुरानी बाल्टियों से डस्टबिन बनाऊंगी। लेकिन क्या हम मैदान की साफ सफाई करेंगे?
सफाई सिर्फ सफाई नहीं, वह इकट्ठा करती है हमारी दिशाहीन भावनाओं को, और हमारी इन दिशाहीन भावनाओं को जरूरत है एक डंप यार्ड की, जिसकी खाद से हम उगा सकें एक नई साफ सुथरी भावना।
कहना आसान करना कठिन, यह बात सभी दोहराते हैं, पर जो आगे बढ़कर काम करे वही इतिहास बनाते हैं।
ना हम छोटे, ना सपने छोटे, ना हिम्मत हमारी कम है। एक साहस, एक विचार लेकर परिवर्तन लाने में ही दम है। जब पार्क हमारा तो जिम्मा हमारा। पर्वतों के सीने से जब भगीरथ गंगा अकेले ला सकते हैं, तब हम मनुष्य जो इस सृष्टि के सबसे सशक्त प्राणी हैं, इस संसार के किसी भी असंभव कार्य को संभव बना सकते हैं।
लीक पर चले वो जिनके चरण दुर्बल और हारे हैं, हमें तो हमारी यात्रा में बने अनिर्मित पंथ प्यारे हैं।
हमारे हौसलों की उड़ान अभी और भी है, इन पंखों के लिए आसमान अभी और भी है।
अरे वाह, क्या ये वही पुराना वाला पार्क है? वाह बच्चों, तुम लोगों ने तो कमाल कर डाला।
बच्चों, हम अपनी गैर जिम्मेदारी पर शर्मिंदा हैं, मगर हम प्रण लेते हैं कि हम सब मिलकर इस बागीचे की सुरक्षा करेंगे।
पौधे रोप रहे हैं पौधे, जो मिलकर आज बनाएंगे आने वाला खूबसूरत कल।
धन्यवाद।
At Seth M.R. Jaipuria School, we proudly call ourselves the School of Conscious Transformation, because we believe true transformation begins not only within individuals, but within communities. Communities that grow together with empathy, awareness, and purpose.
As this memorable celebration gradually draws to a close, one truth echoes more strongly than ever before. One individual may begin change, but communities create transformation, a conscious transformation. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful community. May we continue to bring together, grow together, and inspire the world together. Let us all now rise for the national anthem. Thank you so much, everyone.